Let's start now. Hello, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon. How's it going? Helps you have the joystick ready. Come on, buddy. There we go. Now we're awake. Now we're ready. No mail? No mail. Hearing lots of roosters, though. Bet there's one out here. We haven't caught a rooster in a minute to add to our collection. Let's just see if there's any nearby. Let's do a quick scan. Oh, nope. No roosters. Alright, let's see what we gotta do today. Nothing, because we're not doing that. We're not capturing, so we're good. We're good on chores, which means we can actually work on what we want to be working on. Which is emptying our inventory, apparently. We have lots of stuff in here that I don't remember what we were doing earlier. But we gotta get it all cleaned up and out of here. Oh yeah, we got some more wheat going, so let's get that. Lovely. Alright. That's gotta be a different rooster, right? That's not our good boy over here. Is there another good old rooster around here somewhere? Whatever. Alright, oh yes, there he is. I knew there'd be one more. Let's go add him to the collection, right? Oh, my jackhammer. Let's get that. Did I get it? There we go. Okay. We'll get this trap. Because, you know, everyone loves the rooster house, right? That's a thing we love, I think. He's over here. Now, he's gonna be fussy and annoying. Honestly, I should have just left him there. Let's run him back, run him back, run him back. Go, go. Still gonna be fussy. That's okay. We'll bring him up here and we'll just catch him one more time. Normally that's enough to do it. And we'll run him back. Hey, George, hello. Oh my gosh, hello everybody. Good evening to everybody. A bunch of people just popped in. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, how's it going? What's this game called? This is Dinkum. What's up, Sartin? Hello, everybody. A bunch of y'all just popped in all at once. Whoa. I'm trying to get this dang rooster, though, because they're a little fidgety. I have this thing on this island where we just capture roosters for no real good reason. Lord knows I don't need that many. But I need them to calm down. Well, I think it's cool. You can get it all over the place. So I play it on PC on my Steam Deck. That's what this is on right now. But it's on the Switch as well. It's a version behind on the Switch. So you do have to, you know, if you get it on the Switch, just note that they're going to be updating it soon, hopefully to catch up with the PC version. And there should be a physical Switch release at the end of this month, last I heard. But yeah, this is on PC. Why is... Okay, you know, we're going to have to whack him and then just hope we don't kill him. Alright, we'll give him a little... Not that. Will that hit him? There we go. I don't want to actually kill him, I just want to subdue him. So we can add him to our rooster house. Why do we have a rooster house? Why not? But yeah, this is a game where you start on... There's nothing on the island. Everything, all the buildings, the path, all that jazz, it's all placed as you play. Alright, we'll just throw him in here. He can join all the other roosters. There's no really good reason for us to have that many roosters. Yeah, you're first. Congratulations. Well done. Here from the Ottoman Empire. Alright. Bro, you good? I'm good. How you all doing? Yes, Animal Crossing vibes is absolutely, I think, a fair comparison. It has a little bit more survival going for it. So I'm playing what's called Dangerous Wish, which means kind of like the quote-unquote hard mode. Animals can kill you. So these guys here are pretty vicious. I'll let one hit me on purpose, but we'll see. It'll take almost half my health. And I don't want to die because I'm doing a challenge mode. So let's come over here real quick and eat some food. But yeah, so the animals can kill you. There's crocs, there's sharks, there's the cassowaries. They're called warimus in this. It's a good, fun game. I actually enjoy the heck out of it. It's always been fun. But yeah, so all these villagers, you unlock them one by one. I play, yes, KT, I have all of the Switches. So I have a Switch 1, a Switch 2, a Switch OLED, and a Switch Lite. You can get it on Steam, you can get it on Nintendo eShop. It's called Dinkum. But yeah, and today we need to make money because things get real expensive real fast. And so I need like $1.5 million or dinks to buy a tractor. And then I need 3 million to buy the helicopter, 5 million to buy the helicopter, 3 million. And so we're gonna make a, yeah, please, it does play. Hey, Riley Gaming, how's it going? It does play very well on the Steam Deck. How you doing tonight, Riley? Which is great. And if you have a nice gaming PC and a Steam Deck, even better, you can just stream it from your gaming PC, which is actually how I play. So I get the benefit of my PC's graphics while the comfort of just sitting on the couch. That is my absolute favorite way to play most of my games. So we're going to get this guy here. These guys here, the Borcoots, they're useful to capture because you can breed them with the female ones. But they drop a lot of meat, especially in Dangerous Wish. So 13 meat is very much worth it for our crab pots. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well. Logged on to an unexpected rush of folks there, so that's kind of exciting. Started a little bit early today. Always nice to do that. And I'm looking for my tape measure, because I can't remember how far these guys go. So they do 22 by 22. Okay. I want to make up, I think, 2 or 3 of them. If I remember correct, do I need to get a bucket for that? Well, we can go check the recipe. So we're going to work on a mega farm. I'm hoping this will make me a lot of money. I'm just going to go nuts on rice. And then I think I have to cook it first and then model it. In the food modeler, and that gives me like a 10-to-1 return on investment with some extra processing time. And I think if we do that, you know, spending 100K on rice seeds nets us about $1 million. So that's going to be the kind of the goal for tonight. So kind of get that set up because we broke. All right, not that. I want to see what I need for. Why are all of you streaming tonight? I'm here finally until it's bedtime. I'm streaming tonight because I can. I don't have to go back to work yet, DeBose. How's it going? So let's see what I need for farming. I need to check my water tanks. There we go. Contraptions, okay, no, I don't need any of the things I thought I needed, which is great. Old contraptions we have plenty of. So we're gonna make, I think, 4 of them. That should be more than enough water. And we have 14 right here, so that's fine. Because we haven't updated our workshop in forever because we're too broke to do it. So we started building that out. Thanks for subbing, Deku. Thanks so much. Thanks for popping over. All right, so let's make those guys first. We have that ready. I can only make 2. Why? What's my limiter? Oh, tin sheets is my limiter. That's not a problem. We can make a lot more tin sheets. Let's grab some tin bars. We should have, yeah, we have like 90 here. You know, that absolutely totally sane thing to do is use your table saw to chop ingots in half. You said hi, I said hi, have a nice day, thanks so much. Thank you all of you for hanging out here. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and grab 2 more of those. Nope, what did I need? I need a few more tin, okay. 8 more sheets. Easy peasy. And that should be enough. Beautiful. Alright, so now we got our watering tanks. What am I missing now? Bloody heck. Oh my gosh, am I actually out of iron? Uh-oh. Oh. Been using up a little bit more iron than I expected to be. Well, that's a thing. I guess I'll have to go mining for that. So we're gonna start with 3. Yeah, that's fine. We'll start with 3. And I guess we're going mining soon. Alright, let's grab whatever sprinklers we have. I want the advanced one. Ah, there we go. I knew I had more advanced ones lying around. 8. That should be fine, but let's see if we can make a few more. Does it bother you all that we could be pooping right now? Nope. That's a... Nope. Doesn't bother me at all. I don't mind silliness. As long as people just keep it at silly and don't go wild, we're good. So do what you gotta do. Right, we're short on iron. So 8 it is. That's what we'll start with. Hey, Guitar Guy 7604. This is Dinkum. Hey, Jill, how's it going? Alright, let's get this up and running. How much is a Switch 2? Oh, I don't know. You'd have to check. I got mine a while back here, and I don't remember what it cost, and if they're on sale. Sorry to hear that. Alright, well, we'll keep the toilet talk down, or I'll have to actually, like, moderate the chat, which is never fun. And it's been a minute since I've had to do that, so I'll take that as a sign as if I'm doing something right streaming, but... no more toilet talk. Thank you. Alright. So, we're gonna do a little bit of saying goodbye to folks. Thanks so much for being here, some of you, but we're gonna go ahead and just hush some folks for a bit here. Let's see. We're gonna put you on a 24-hour by Henry Boyd. No more toilet talk. Oh. Yeah, subscribers only could help some of this. That's true. Let's see if I can change that while midstream. That'll be fun. And if you want to subscribe, awesome. Alright, let's see if I go to edit, customization, subscribers, and we're going to make it fun. You gotta hang around for 10 minutes. Fixed. Yeah, Riley, well, it's been a long time since I've had enough attention from anyone to bother even having shenanigans. And a lot of people like to chat, and depending on the games I'm streaming, sometimes, hey, Variant B, how's it going? We just switched over to subscriber mode. I know you're a sub, so I'm glad you can chat. Oh, I didn't mean to dig that down. We had a brief little rush of shenanigans there. Animal Crossing, interesting. Who knew? And I don't mind the shenanigans. It's just when people, yeah, it just means you made it. Yeah, that's what that means. All right, so we're tidying up here because I want to put the kind of the rice farm out here. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the rice farm doesn't need sprinklers at all. I could just flood this whole area. Interesting. You know what? Let's do that and save the infrastructure for something else. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get our compactor. I really should clean up my inventory at some point. We have our compactor at the ready. We have our Spark and Soup at the ready. And we have our... do I have a mod? Nah, I used to. Back when I did Minecraft stuff. Because that really mattered then. I should set a mod at some point. It's always exciting when it gets to that point, right? Alright, so how big do we want to make this? I'm thinking pretty large, actually. Can I sight this away? Yes, good. Mostly because I didn't feel like changing my inventory up. Alright. Now we're going to clear this all out. And then we're going to figure out where we're going to go from here. I also have a healthy supply now of Mighty Toast that I could actually take some of that if I wanted to. We're going to put these away just to get a little more breathing room in the inventory. So I could do that because that also gives you the spark of benefits. Alright, we don't want to flood our mine. So we want to be careful not to flood the mines. So we're not gonna go any closer to that. And maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll flood this, but we'll leave a path back to town that way. So yeah, we'll leave a path here, so we'll come up to this edge. So let's just get our initial water roughly to where we want it, and we can backfill. Alright, and actually maybe we'll put a little bridge. That'd be cute. Alright, so we'll flood into here. And I think the water will be... this is the way we'll go with the water, this direction. But to make it need a bridge, let's go ahead and I like to leave it a little rough. We want to make it look a little more like a natural shoreline there. We can have little pops ups there, that's fine. And then there we go. Great. And then later on we'll put a bridge here to here or something, and that way we can go in town. We'll make it a little wider. Excellent. Okay. But this is where we really care about. So let's sink this down because I can just put a fence around it and throw some scarecrows in and honestly kind of call that a day with plant as much rice as we can buy. Oh, speaking of, let's go buy some rice. Is she open Wednesdays? She is. But yeah, there's a lot of us streaming tonight. Tonight's not my normal night actually for Dinkum because I just started streaming. Where is my 2-point museum? And so tomorrow might be. We'll see. We'll see how far we get in this. But tomorrow may be a museum night instead. Because I have a poll on the channel and people voted to do the aquarium, I think, or maybe it was the zoo. I don't know. Everything, you know, the votes keep changing, so we'll see. You are not selling rice. Yeah, right. I love it too. And I played a bunch of it when it first came out and then kind of just fell away from it. And so I wanted to get back in and just play it. And it's one of those games, it's just fun to chat with folks and design and all that jazz. So I think it's a fun streaming one. Wheat seeds. Okay, well, we're not buying rice today. Hey, Sheila. All right, back to our small ocean we're making over here. We'll probably set up a big wheat farm over here using the stuff we already made. Now that I used up all that iron, didn't really need to. Whoops. All right, we got 6 minutes on the soup. Let's see what we can get done. I kind of like leaving this banked wall up here. Maybe we'll actually put brick in it, so it looks like it's been reinforced to protect against all the water incursion. And I know some people are very anti messing with the stone dirt here. There's enough stone path spots on the map that it's not a big deal. Right. I really should empty my inventory before I start projects. I think I got a little distracted. Oh, look, they all left. Oh, well. All right. There we go. But tomorrow I go back to work. I've been off since Christmas Eve, so it's been lovely to be off. But I gotta go back tomorrow. I'm actually excited. We got big projects going on. Those are always fun. Alright, we're gonna go for our rice down to here, I think. I probably should measure. It'd be nice to get even numbers just to have a rough idea. Let's see what this is here. Alright, 17, so 18. So let's go a few more. You've been off work a week, you have to go back tomorrow yourself. Yeah, it's nice having off. And the kids go back to school tomorrow. My wife's a professor, so she actually has another week and a half off, which is good because she caught COVID a few days ago, so she needs to keep resting up. You've been off for 2 weeks, looking forward to going back on Tuesday, last couple hours anyway. Yeah, I hear you, Aaron of Nova Scotia. That would be, yes, I will be very happy tomorrow, and then Tuesday I'll be like, what? Actually, tomorrow's great. I'm remote Mondays and Fridays, so tomorrow I got some projects to get done in the morning, and then the afternoon I can respond to emails and stuff from the tea shop down the street from our house, which is always a nice way to spend the afternoon. Get some delicious tea. Alright. Let's get this all up and running. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, we're gonna take all this out, and then we'll measure it for real and get a rough idea of how many seeds I need to buy. so I can also have an idea of how this is gonna work. So what I'm planning is we're gonna go all in on filling this up with rice. Because if I remember correctly, I can take that rice, I think I have to cook it first, and then put it in the food modeler, and it's almost like a 10-to-1 versus just selling the cooked rice. I think that's right. Might be a little off, but I think I get about close to 1,000 base, and I do have all 3 of the upgrade permits now, so it's not a, you know, we'll get the extra 15% and all that jazz. And because we're growing so much of it, we'll sell it to Jimmy because we have to. So we'll get the 150% as well. So I'm hoping this is a nice, passive, easy way to make some income. Just throw down rice, drop it in the auto placer to cook it, come back, swap the tools, and put it into the food modeler. Maybe I'll buy a few more food modelers, and then sell it in bulk. That's the plan, at least. I know some of you have been playing this game far more than I have, so if there's another crop that you prefer, let me know. I think it will, because I was looking at the wiki and I think I got the math right. I did actually do an Excel sheet, but it's on my MacBook and I don't know where I left that. So unless I'm really missing something, I think it's gonna be a good, easy, like, passive. I'm calling it passive because it's gonna be loading things into the basically into the auto placer. All right, 13 by 20. Let's just do a 20 by 20. How far would that be? So if I wanted to go all the way to 20, that feels like a lot more than I was. Well, that's not awful. We can do that, and we have probably just enough time in our spark soup. Gosh, I love the compactors. Where is... I forget it. We'll just use a little durability up. That's fine. Got 1 minute to clear this out. I think we can do it. I think we can. I need to go hunt a few more of the frillies because I'm getting low on my spark soup supply. I think. I actually may have the supply. This might not have made it. I don't think we're going to make it in time unless I get my stamina back. Oh, what am I doing? I can eat another whole fruit salad. I forgot. We're in year 2. I have 4 food spots now. Alright. And if you're like, why are you doing fruit salad and not any of the brews? Because that's honestly, I have not yet made that orchard yet. I have not put the seeds in for either of the brews. We're cutting it close. I think we're gonna make it. I think we can make it. Or we'll just use up some durability. Alright, so this will give us spots for 400 rice. It'll be a 20 by 20 field. So we'll have to get check to see. I think it's be... I'm not even pretending to do the math in my head. Alright, how are we doing durability? We're fine. We'll just charge this up as soon as we get back to base. And if this works, after a few batches of rice and modeling, I'm gonna have no problem spending the dinks to buy the tractor, and that'll make it all even faster for planting in the future. If the tractor works in water. I've never bought the tractor, so I don't know if it actually does. Cool. All right, so all said and done, that should be a 20 by 20. Beautiful. So we have room for 400 seeds. And then coming over here, we'll put a bridge down because that'll be fun. We'll probably shore up a little bit here. We'll do a 3 wide. Yeah. I can't pick up a rock? My gosh. Let's go clean out our inventory. And then we'll do our 3 by 3. So if I'm coming on a bridge here. We'll take that corner piece there just to borrow that. Beautiful. Do we need a bridge? Absolutely not. But I'm gonna put one in anyway, because why? We don't want to get our feet wet. Cool. All right, so we got that. Now, in theory, I should worry about scarecrows and stuff. I can't remember. Are we able to see the range of a scarecrow on the tape measure? Or am I making that up? I feel like we can't, right? We'll just put them at the corners and hope for the best, to be honest. That's probably what's going to happen. I'll have to see if I have other scarecrows, or we'll have to buy it when we buy our seeds. You know, let's just leave one here for now. Alright, so we know it's 20 by 20, so that means we need 84 fences to fence the whole thing in. I'm going to go ahead and smooth out part of it. We are going to leave this back wall high, but I will level this portion out. And if I'm coming into the mines now, we should make our lives a little cleaner. There we go. We can actually put stairs in at some point. Okay. And we'll do the, we'll use the fence gate trick to kind of go up here. I think that works for animals. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Cool. All right, so that covers that. Let's go. Oh, you know, I need to check the, oh no, the board I don't have to do anything, but what else do I have to do today? Ooh, water for crops might be hard to do. Because I think they're all watered automatically. Unless, does it count to water these guys? Nope. Let's go see if I have any seeds that I'm allowed to plant right now. You've never done a big island, mega structure island? You know what, and that totally makes sense. I like the idea of little ones. Honestly, what might happen is if I go into like big mega crops, I will still actually have a mini garden back here once we move the workshop with one of each of those crops that I'll plant the same day I plant the mega crops, and that's how I'll know when it's time to go harvest. So if I see all the rice finally grow here, I'll be like, oh, rice is done. That'll be my reminder. So I'll have a little reminder garden. Planting and watering, I might fail this part of the challenge today. Let's see. Oh no, we have wheat seeds, which we can do whenever. All right, let's make our lives more sane. All right, we can put that away. I don't know why I have these bugs. Fly free. Oh, you do that for your honey. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you have your little reminder garden, your little reminder honey pot, and then that way you can have all the honey elsewhere. And no big deal. NBD, as the kids say. All right, put that in there. Oh, I'm missing iron. I was like, why is that not full? Because I made a bunch of water tanks that I didn't exactly need right now. And sprinklers that we don't really need right now. So we'll put them in our garden box. It never hurts to have some extra wheat. So let's go plant some wheat. Doop-a-doo. Well, we can just plant one there. It doesn't count for watering, but we might as well put it there. Let's get our trusty, where is it? Our hoe out. It's already out. There we go. That's one. And again, this could get in the way, I think. I don't know. Once these vines grow, are they done growing? Let me see when I pick that up. No, I think they can still go anywhere. We'll put it over here where the vines won't reach. So let's just pop down a few of these guys. And bang, bang, boom. Bob is your uncle. Oh, I don't know why we planted anything over here. We could have just planted and watered those. We missed the sprinkler there. Oh well. Okay, so that's done. What else we need to do? Smash rocks and cut down 3 trees. We'll have to charge this tonight also. We did charge this recently, so we're fine there. Now let's go over to our flight school, which again, we still have to decorate. Hey buddy, nice to see you. We'll hop on our balloon. Now let's fly over here to do trees. Now, would it have been faster to take the glider? Absolutely. But it's fun. I enjoy taking the hot air balloon out, you know? It's a nice hot air balloon. Whoop. I don't know. I think we just hit a bird. Whoops. We'll come land over here on this unfinished bridge pillar that I've not yet done. So many unfinished projects. Projects will happen eventually. Alright, let's see if we can land it right there. Good, this is a good proof of concept for a challenge I want to come up with later. Okay. So I'm thinking of doing like creating a set of mini games for like the Olympics. Do these count as trees? No, but does this? It does, okay. And so like little multiplayer like challenges for the Olympics, kind of do like Dinkum Olympics. One of which would be a challenge to a balloon race where we'd have these kind of pillars throughout the map, and you can plan the route you want to take, but you have to go to each pillar, and on each pillar or next to each pillar would be a chest, and there'd be something in that chest. And so the way you find out who wins is the first person to get back to the base with all the distinct items wins. So I think that'd be a lot of fun. So that's one of the ideas. Of course, in a creative map, we could have alpha fights and all of that jazz. I do think, you know, there's always a good old-fashioned jet ski races. And then we talked about doing a scavenger hunt in the hot, hot, hot. So that could be kind of fun. Yeah, DeBose, I think it'd be a lot of fun. And then I was talking, Beer actually had a really good idea. He said, why don't you have everyone else who's playing share their screens in Discord? And then that way you can be like a sports commentator and you can flip from screen to screen. And I'm like, that is brilliant. And I love that idea. So maybe we'll test that out. You know, with folks who are comfortable like sharing their screens and whatnot. Because then I could use, I keep hitting birds. All right, let's turn it so we're facing the right way. Go a little bit forward. And there we go. Back to our flight school. I love how that looks. It looks so good. All right, let's go find some rocks to smash. Job done. Bow and arrow could be, yeah, you know, I never played the bow. Ooh, that's a good idea. Bow and arrow targets. Oh, what's that one? Well, it's Winter Olympics, right? So what's the one where they all like, so instead of skis and shooting, you can set up the targets in different spots on the map and you have to jet ski and then shoot. It's the biathlon. All right, do we want to take out the worry moves? We do need, again, we want cash, and we make about $1 million every time we turn in the meat. Because we wait until we have like 200 meat. Oh, I have no food in me. What am I doing? I'm making choices, y'all. All right, I hit them enough that they're scared now, which is great. But with a Dangerous Wish on, that was a choice I just made there, you know? Alright, so that cleared out that pack. Who is creeping up? Look at him up there, just looking creepy. His eyes just glowing in the dark. Hey friend, were you gonna come help me? Or he had his shovel out, like sometimes the NPCs can be a little bit frightening. But yeah, to us, I like that idea of the archery one, so that's gonna be added to the list of things we could come up with here. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Alright, we'll take out a few more. Your OG Island has a bombing course? I was not ready for you. I broke something. See, what did I break? What broke? Seriously, what broke? Oh, the boat down here? That's fine. We can fix that. That's just a decorative rowboat anyway for John to have one from his shop. The zombie walk to Sheila's is very creepy. The zombie walk to Sheila's. On my map, or is it someone else's a zombie walk? Because this isn't creepy. This is nice. It's well lit. You can come down here. I do need to lower this. I just haven't gotten to it yet. There's a little path. Past the greenhouse. A lot of chickens here. You know what chickens have? Legs. Thank you. I also broke another boat. why is it fine here? Alright, well, we'll row the boat into position. Into this little alcove with the power of our mind. Perfect. There we go. That doesn't look like a zombie walk. It looks great. I do have a bunch of that, but we're not gonna get it. Sparking soup, I said I was low on. Spag bowl and damper. Yeah, we'll buy it all. Of course, now that I've talked to Sheila, I do need to actually do her daily task, so that might have been a mistake. Oh yeah, I've had them get stuck and trapped on the all over the place in this map. Seriously? I mean, I can do it, but that is an expensive ask, my friend. A mighty sandwich? And what are you gonna give me? You're gonna be like, here you go, and give me a piece of fruit salad. I mean, I have it, and I'll do it because I have to, because that's the medium core challenge we're playing. But man, rude. Alright, let's go ahead and get that mighty sandwich, put stuff away, and then go from there. When did I pick up a watermelon? Oh yeah, I got it earlier. Beautiful. I feel like I already got all those keys and that honey today. Does it... We didn't go underground. Because I know with animals, you can double... Is that still true? Can you still double harvest animals if you go to the mines after you harvest them? And then come back? I think that's true. Alright, mighty sandwich. Let's go give her sandwich. She better give me something good for this. Interesting. Well, knowing that, I mean, that's actually, that makes those key things way more valuable if you can double harvest them. But where did I go that it counted for double harvesting? Because I didn't do the mines. But yes, the bombing course sounds hilarious. Alright, let's... Feels a little wrong to do a bombing course when you're doing like an Olympics riff, but I do like the idea. Alright, what are you gonna give me for it? I mean, I guess in the real world, if you gave me a nice armchair for me making you a sandwich, I couldn't complain too much. But also, it's... You're asking, what if the person doesn't like your style? Like, what am I gonna do with this chair? Yeah, definitely not Olympic. I mean, the way the world's going right now, who knows? But, yeah, definitely not Olympic. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll throw this chair into our box of goodies. Now, we did have a lot more money, and then last stream... Oops, that goes there. We made a choice. I keep saying we like some royal we. I made a choice to get specific chairs. And because I had one of them, I needed 11 more, and they were 30,000 dinks each. And now that I have them, I don't know if I like it. Hey, Forrest, have you heard about wheat seeds? So, I spent a lot of money on them, and I'm still... I really like how all of these, what are these, kitchen islands, I think? How they line up and snap together so nicely, and I like the chairs with them. I think they look really good. But this makes me feel not as happy as maybe getting the cabin one. Yeah, exactly, DeVos. It didn't... In my mind, it felt better than it was. So it's gonna stay for now. That's why I matched this carpet under here. And actually I might extend that carpet to under here. And I put up the charcoal wall to kind of do black on black. But, yeah... We'll find another use for it. The idea we really liked with the stream was doing like a hibachi grill, and in between all of these, we put a we pull up and do some of the lava or the what is like the burning brick one, whatever that's called, and treat it like a hibachi grill. So I think that's what we'll have to build that somewhere. Yeah, we'll throw some food on the table. Again, everything is a work in progress. If you haven't been by the stream in a while, we'll give you the overview tour in a second here. Once we put things away. There we go. And then just got some excess food to put away. And some excess seeds. All right, so that was the wrong box of seeds, but we'll survive. So what we got going on right now is up here, our project at the airport is, come on, is we need to actually put in a runway and buy an airplane and a helicopter. But the thing I really like is having the airport lined up with the tower. I think that just looks real cool. So I'm very much a fan of that look, of them side by side like that. And obviously we couldn't change the tiles under the tower, but we could work them around. So we're gonna put we'll put a runway here going this way, but it is a seaplane, isn't it? So maybe we won't do that much of a runway. I wish we could place a floor drain on top. Have you tried a floor drain on top of basalt under the floor drain? Yeah, that would make sense. That would totally look like an outdoor barbecue thing. Down over here we have nothing yet. We haven't figured out what we're gonna put there. Down here is just our trees, our forest, and then over here is where our workshop will be, and kind of our little fishing hut and fishing house. It's kind of got Mediterranean vibes right now. Imagine that's a window. We haven't decorated it yet. Yeah, for the bocce that'll totally work. And then we have this area here, and we started building out shelving, and then I got to retile it. But we ran out of spark soup, and so we didn't. But yeah, it's all coming together. Did I sleep bag out here yet? No. All right. Other things we're working on is getting the Critterpedia done. Because again, this is a challenge. There we go. And so when we look at the challenge, what matters right now is how to beat the challenge. And so we've done a few of the things. We have fully upgraded our house. We have to do 5 of these. I should add next time catch 20 roosters and make that a legit goal just because it's funny. Hey, Damo. But yeah, so we have Rooster Village over there. But yeah, so we've fully upgraded the house. Again, it's a little hodgepodge of furniture, but we're getting close to what I like. I do like this layout a lot. So you come in, you have your little living room, you have your kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, closet type of thing. Again, furniture a little hodgepodgey, but we're getting there. Other goals, own a helicopter. That one should be relatively easy. We just got to get the cash. Unlock all blueprints, again, relatively easy. We're close on the farm. We have all the buildings and no debt, so that's 2 that are fully done. And we only have 3 more items for the Museumpedia, and we only have 3 more licenses for Fletch. So we're getting close. Let's go back to Dinkum mode. Oop, that button doesn't work anymore. Let's try. Apparently I changed the name of some of my scenes. That doesn't work either, so we do it the old-fashioned way. 1 second. There we go, we're back. Okay. So yeah, that's we're getting close. We're getting close to beating this. Hey Jill, hey Damo, hey Debos. I haven't said hi to all of you so far, but hello to you all. And let's sleep. Do 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 do. Boom, boom, boom. So my brain doesn't place the train to the towers. I put mine to the areas the towers don't go to. Totally makes sense. Yeah, I think the idea of it was it's a big annoying project to do, so it makes it a good end game goal. Was kind of my thoughts when I put it down. But it doesn't have to be a square. You could have an X route or 2 lines, a north-south line and east-west line, which if I do it is probably what it'll be. But I don't think I'm even gonna need to do the train as an option this time around. All right, let's see what tasks we have to do for folks. Tin sheet, excellent. And flour, excellent. All easy peasy to get done. Your circle is 90% of the island, that's awesome. All right, let's go get the flour and the tin sheets. I think we just made some flour, didn't we? Sure did. And how many tin sheets does he want? Just 1. Oh, is it both for Franklin? Ah, easy peasy. Let's go visit him anyway to see what recipes he has. Well, hey Damo, thanks so much for stopping by. Have fun with your cousin. Working your overseas holiday now they've spent $400 pass. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, I need. My wife and I are planning a trip to Scotland this summer, so we need to start getting that figured out because it's gonna be more work getting the kids to Salt Lake City to my mom than it is really for me to get over to Europe. But I hear you. Well, good luck and have fun planning. That's the fun type of planning. So I hope you enjoy. What time does she open? Does she open on Tuesday or Thursdays? I might come back. I'm still waiting to get the beard from her. If she even offers it. I don't know if she does or I just have to find it. Man, I love how the balloon looks on top of the bank behind the shop here. This whole little corner just makes me very happy. I know this is a little clunky still. Gotta do a little more work here, but it's coming together. Hey, John. Bye, John. Say hi to Franklin. All right, what do we got? Gumwood. I think we have all these. Well, we'll just ask. I wish there was a symbol on it if you already knew it. So we didn't make it faster, or maybe a different color. I don't know. Let's see. I want to chat. I completed your request. Hey, come back. All right, here you go. Either he's the fastest cook in the world or he just keeps day-old scones in his pocket. So, oh, I gotta get his daily. So thanks for your pocket scones, I guess? All right, what do we got? We got, I want to chat. Got a job for me? Sure. The beauty of that is we technically are done tasks for the day and free to do whatever we want. Easy, 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 so we can do all that later. So what I want to do is go see if they're selling rice yet so we can get that process started. Oh, you're not open yet. Until like 11, right? Alright, so we'll come back and see if there's rice. Hey, friend. You ever notice they have like the Kermit the Frog mouth? It always makes me feel a little sad doing this. Just a little sad. So, I mean, don't get twisted. Not a lot sad, just a little. Alright, well, we'll go back and check for seeds at 11. We'll go check the threads shop in a minute. Let's go see how our animals are doing. Mostly making sure no one's sick. And we'll clean all this up because it's been a minute since we've been in here. I'm guessing I should probably make fertilizer. I never do. It seems like it might be a good idea to make some. Hello, penguin. You're the only animal not named after someone. Oh, close that gate. So I mentioned earlier when we put gates up, this is how I do my fences vertically, so at least it looks connected. If you just put two gates next to each other, next to each other on different terrains, they'll connect. Which honestly means you could just be expensive, but you could build your whole fence out of gates and then it would look... It actually wouldn't look too bad all the way across. Just gotta be careful not to open things you don't mean to open. We got plenty of feed left. Plenty of critters. Good, good, good. Put all that away. Let's go ahead and... Since we're over here... Get some milk and eggs. Let's see. Or milk and wool. Ooh, high quality milk. Nice. And we stopped reading out the names of the animals when we do this because it feels real weird to be like, I milked so-and-so, I bred so-and-so. So we're just gonna go ahead and get the milk, shear the animals, and then we can be excited about what they're named. Cool, did I get everything I needed? Yes. I'm not really processing milk right now, so it's fine to stay in there. Alright, let's go check the shop, see if she has a beard on sale. Oh, actually, I gotta feed a critter here as well. Yep, we need more roe. Good, they're happy now. I'm happy, they're happy. And we can come over here. To our little water town. Let's see, we got the monocle, a bow. How much is the monocle? Yeah, I'll buy a monocle. And now that we talked, a black hoodie. We'll get one of those. That's good. Okay. Hello. Let's chat. What do you need done? We'll go get our blue moon. Hey, Sam, how's it going? How are you doing this fine evening? You missed some early shenanigans. We had some folks causing trouble, so I had to switch over to subscriber mode, which I never normally do. That's not a word. I should probably turn that off now and see if things are... I can see your chat, yes. Oh gosh, could other people not? But yes, I can totally see you. Hello. Let's see if we can turn off subscribers mode and see if things get wild again. I think the shenanigans have probably moved on to other people. Save. Done. Anyone can chat. Let's hope it's not wild. And if it is, we'll just go right back. It's not that big a deal. Alright. What was I doing? Oh, I need to get her a butterfly. That's what I was doing. Is that one right there? I think so. Job done. And then we'll go check seeds. Yeah, it was interesting. It's been a while since we've had anything like that. Oh no! Well, I hope they all enjoy the raid, and no worries. We can see you here, so welcome. Alright, let us go here. And we're gonna go ahead and give her her butterfly. Here you go. I sure did find your butterfly. Wait, no, I can see you in chat. Sorry, I went through. Yeah, it's kind of the worst. What'd she give me? A dainty bedside table. I should start renting out these other houses and decorating them and all that too. All right, let's go buy seeds first. Come on, rice. It's been 3 days since I've been looking for rice now, I think. By forest. Man, I want like little personal hang gliders that work like this. It'd be great to get around town. Hey, look at that, we got rice. I don't even know if we can afford 400 rice, but that's what we need. Let's find out. Oh yeah, we can totally afford 400. And while we're at it, we'll buy 800, so that way we have 2 batches. Alright, so we're spending 120 each rice. Oh yeah, that's gonna give me some points too. Milestones! Alright. And you're like, that's a lot. You'll raid me next time. Well, thanks, yeah, I'll take it. We can spread the love too, it's all good. I do this because it's fun. Alright, let's see here. So, what did I come over here for? I came over here for fences. So we know we need 84 fences. I need to grab as many scarecrows again, so I'll go buy a scarecrow from her in a second. I don't know what fences we have made. I guess we're going ugly fences for now. And that'll be fine. Because we have them. We also need a bridge, which I might have a bridge made in here somewhere. Gosh, I need to really get that workshop going. But the reason we're doing this is because we need money to get the workshop going. Oh yeah, we'll get the cheap lights. Gotta love a cheap light. Don't feel like the rope bridge makes a ton of sense flat. I like them using them up high, but we'll take it for now. Unless I have another bridge made somewhere. There's one. We'll do this one. I mean, most of my bridges are rope bridge, to be honest. But we can shake it up. Well, hopefully any of the raiders were able to chat and say, hey, where they came from, so that person hopefully knows. But yeah, that could be wild. What the what? I didn't know rocks grew. Oh, yes I did. We even talked about it. They grow until I get rid of this patch. Okay. You're in my way, friend. Alright, so, a couple things we need to do. First up, let's put up our fence. And I'm realizing we don't have... Hey, Lyra Stardust, how's it going? Good evening to you. we're planting 400 rice because we think it's a good idea to do so. I've decided in my mind, I decided this is going to make me a ton of money because we're going to use the auto placer to cook it in bulk. I'm not even going to have to be around to do it. Then we're going to have the auto placer put it in the food modeler, and then we're going to sell it. And again, it's almost 10 to 1 because I think by default it sells for 1,000. And I just spent 100 and something, 100 and some change to buy a seed. So it's a pretty nice increase. And when you add in the 15%, it will be, I think, almost 10 to 1. So that'd be pretty nice. All right, so that part's done. We will definitely need more of these scary crows. I thought I had one with me. I do not. I will go buy one though. Oh, he's over here. But yeah, so this is an experiment to see if it makes sense. But I think it's going to. I think it's going to. I should keep a note though. How much did we spend? I'm just gonna check. I'm not buying him again. So we spent 120. Let's have this do it for us. Cause I'll check after the harvest. So for one batch, it was 48,000. Okay, I need to make a. I love a game when I need to keep note paper. All right, 48,000. Is this real paper? That's not real paper. 48,000 for 400 seeds. Great. All right. We're not actually buying that though. What we are going to buy is a scarecrow. And another watering can because I'm always short them when I want to make plant washes. And now I need to talk to you. I want to chat and got a job for me. All right, bring her quandong, and then we'll go plant and harvest and hoe and all that jazz. So yeah, I think this is gonna work out well because that's 400. That's 400,000. So yeah, not exactly. You know, we went 48,000 to 400,000, but then you got to add in the 15%, so 460,000 or 400. Yeah, 60,000. So yeah, that's pretty good. Again, some processing, and you gotta wait some time. All in all, I think it's gonna be a very nice little chunk of change every 9 days, just to have it happen in the background. Can't complain too much. I mean, you can complain. You all do what you want. Okay, so I thought I had other scarecrows. Is that something we have to buy, or can we make them? Because I have tons of melons now. Can we make our own scarecrows? We can. All right. What do I need for that? Gum logs. Oh, all right. Well. Hey, RC Fiasco. What Minecraft mod is this? This is Dinkum. It's not Minecraft, although Minecraft is a wonderful game. We'll see if we. You might steal this idea. Yeah, it was. I think it's gonna work, right? Because I cook it first, right? Do we use cooked rice or raw rice in the food modeler? I think it's cooked rice. We can test that because we have cooked rice right here. Do I have any raw rice sitting around? I do. Let's go test. It'd be nice if we could skip that step altogether. Oh, it takes rice. Okay. Well, now I'm confused. What does that give me? Where did it go? Rice bag stack. Okay. And then what's the cooked rice? Cooked rice set. So this is where we want to check to do the extra step of, and again, I can't actually sell it to John, but we're gonna go talk to John real quick. Oh, did I get a quandong? Yes, I did. Okay. We're gonna talk to him just to see the basics. So I do think cooking it is what's gonna make all the difference. All right, so if we come over here, doobie-doo, hello, John. I just want to see what this would get me. So where are my two rice thingamabobs? How did I lose them already? All right, here's one. All right, so here is the cheap one, the bagged rice. What would that be worth? So that's 1,150. That's without cooking. So maybe we don't even need to cook. You don't want to cook them. It's even faster. Don't cook it. That's great. All right, cooking's a bad idea. You lose money cooking it. So don't cook it. You just want to do the raw. That cuts down the processing significantly. Okay. Well, hot dog. So we're gonna go ahead and see if our buddy's in here. Although I think she's just over there. Is she selling a food modeler today? Oh, and she's buying Quandong. Okay. We're gonna come back and buy the food modeler when she opens again tonight. Let's go. Well, she was floating for a minute there. A little poltergeist action. All right, this is brilliant. Okay, I want to chat. This is for you. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Oh, a mighty sandwich. Is that the same one I just gave out yesterday? I don't know. This game makes no sense sometimes. I give you a piece of fruit that I've pulled off my orchard probably 6 months ago, and you give me one of the best sandwiches in the game. Who knows? All right, Quandogs we're quote-unquote low on, but actually I can't sell to her, can I? Oh wait, can I? I don't remember my own rules. Game rules. Rules 1, is that selling? You can sell to John. Trapping requests, NPCs, maybe it's rules 2. Selling rules. Cooking table food can only be sold to Sheila, drinks not included. No, because it's not a cooking table food, I can't sell her Quandongs. That's a bummer. Oh well. But I don't want to cheat. We're almost done with the challenges. We don't need to cheat, right? We're doing fine. I muted myself somehow. There we go. Hopefully y'all can hear me again. I gotta fix my stream deck because things are all sorts of wonky. Okay. So we need to make scarecrows. We did talk about that while we're over here. Gum logs, spin effects, and watermelon. We never lost you. Good. I lost myself. I think I muted myself, which is... it happens. Alright, let me see. Do I have an axe on me at least? Of course not. That would make sense. Alright, let's clean up our lives. Oh, actually, no, we can go put stuff down. We'll let that charge. We'll bring the Quandong. We will talk to Sheila since we're going to be buying from her in a little bit. You mute yourself, forget to mute on all time. Yeah, luckily for actual muting, I have a physical button on my Yeti, and so that makes it much easier not to forget because it blinks at me and yells. Alright, I'm going to be buying... Oh, it's your birthday! Happy birthday. What do you give a restaurateur on their birthday? I know, you might love this dainty bedside table. Hooray! Whew, alright, cool. I gave her... yes. Yeah, chef hat would be good. Yesterday I did almost every time. We never lost you. Where did I put my new lake? Oh, here it is. Alright, things we can get out of our inventory. Let's put our bridge down real quick. Doobie-doobie-doo. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just clear this out. No, it's not fine. I don't like it, so we're gonna fix it. Oh, of course I didn't bring an axe with me. Okay. Start keeping the combined axe in my bag. That's alright. We'll pop these in real quick. Let's put them on the corners. You're gonna lurk while you get the housework done? Hey, that's alright, Lyric. Go for it. I was in Alexi's stream earlier doing the exact same thing. I was doing the dishes, and then got the kiddo in the bathtub. So lurk away. Thanks for being here in the first place. right, and we're gonna come over here and just put another one down there. I wonder if that counts as a complete fence. I don't know. All right, now the oh so fun job. Do I have any crab soup on me? I mean, I can always repair it later, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, there we do. And then, let's see here. This feels like a waste to use a mighty. But a scone I'm not opposed to using up right now. Get that extra stamina, and then we should have enough fruit salad to open a smoothie bar. Beautiful. Let's get hoeing. And once this starts returning like good amounts of money, we will save up. We'll actually buy the tractor, and then we can test to see if the tractor actually works in one level of water like this. I'm hopeful it does. But if it doesn't, we would lose a little bit of. We'd have to expand a little bit, but we could always put sprinklers in. So not the end of the world. Get this going. But yeah, New Year has brought about a whole bunch of new stuff. Hopefully you're all having a good start of your new year. I decided to get back into reading. And so I read a book on the 1st and on the 2nd, which was great. And then I decided I need to not read... I don't know if the hardback would harvest it. That's something else I very rarely buy. So I'd read a more chunky, real book. And that's not going to be a book a day type of situation. But it's been fun getting back into reading and reading my silly mystery books. Always enjoy it. The goal is 45 books this year, so that should be fun. Alright, so there we go. Now we need seeds. You read at lunch, that's a great call to us. And I really enjoyed now, and I've never done it before. I always kind of poo-pooed them, and my wife told me I was being stupid, and she was right, as she often is. Is I got the audiobook and the book from the library. So like when I was doing dishes and stuff, I could still keep reading. I think I was like some weird purist, like it doesn't count, and like that's baloney. Consuming books is consuming books, whether you read them or listen to them. Who am I to, poo-poo it? So that was actually really enjoyable. And over break, I read all 5 or 6 of the Christmas Tree Farm murder mysteries, which is like these cozy murder tree mysteries that take place at this Christmas tree farm. Absolutely ridiculous premise, and I loved it. And then I was on a Discord channel, and someone had recommended a book. They're like, oh, it's like a Japanese book that's been translated, and it's slow but sweet. I was like, oh, that sounds lovely. And Hallmark movies and book, oh, absolutely, DeBose. Yes, it 100% is. And I love my Christmas Hallmark movies, so it was wonderful. But I was like, oh, that sounds sweet. I'll read this book that you're telling me is lovely. It was devastating. Oh my gosh. It was wonderful in a wonderful way. It was just super sad in many ways, but it's also, I think, really good. It was like a good cry type of sad. It's called Before the Coffee Cools, Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I'll check my Kindle. But it involves time travel for some reason. That's not really a huge part of it, but the rules actually do frame how it all works, and the reason people choose the time travel is fascinating and complicated. It's Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. Oh, so good. So good. But yeah, the Christmas Tree Farm Mysteries, also good fun, super easy to read. They are by an author. The pseudonym she uses for that series is Jacqueline Frost, so Jack Frost, which is always fun. But yeah, very, very fun set of books all around. So far, I've not been disappointed yet this year. I think the one I'm reading now, which is called The Anxious Generation, is going to depress me, but I don't think it's going to surprise me. It really, it's a like researched book about the impact of social media on kids and then their generation. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, I wrote my master's thesis on Facebook and students' use of it 20 years ago. So that version of Facebook doesn't even exist anymore. Oh no, I missed 8 spots. This will be fun. Reading this book, a lot of it rings true. And having 2 young kids, I think it's a good read. I missed 8 spots. So just holding down the trigger and running around like a madman. It's kind of hard to see. Although, is it 9 o'clock when night hits? And maybe the water will glow then. There's 1. There's 2. I think at 9 o'clock the water will glow. Carrie Greenwood wrote Great Cozy Mysteries. Alright, Jill, I will add to my list. Like literally right now while I'm waiting for 9 o'clock to hit, I will get out my, my book tracker here. I switched apps recently, so I'm still learning. I'm using Storygraph this year to kind of track everything. And I'm going to put in right now, you said Carrie Greenwood. The Green Mill Murder Series, the Fern Fish. There's a lot of, wow, okay. Carrie has written a lot of books, so I'll take a look at that. It does glow, but not as much as I was hoping it would. And we're missing 6 pieces somewhere. And that's just 6 pieces of profit, so we gotta find it. Oh, you know what might help? Do I have my mining helmet on me? No, but I have this guy. Let's see if this helps. It kinda does. That's not gonna help. We may just go 6 less pieces this first time around, and we'll just know that we lost out on a little profit. And again, we don't have anywhere near enough scarecrows now, so I don't know, do the birds still come if it's in the water? Is rice inherently safer than any other crop? Oh, there's some in here. There we go, we found some. Now I'm being stubborn. I could do this systemically, or I could just run around like a madman and hope I hit it. But yeah, some of my favorite mysteries have been by Louise Penny, the Inspector Gamache series, which if you're looking for a lovely show, you know, Scarecrow and Your Rice is fenced. Alright, thanks, Riley. Hopefully that'll work the same here. The Inspector Gamache series, the Amazon did 1 season, and it was wonderful, and it had the same spirit as the books. Not exactly the same stories. Actually, I think it did some stuff better than the books. Like, it really focused on some of the atrocities towards the indigenous folks of Canada, but it takes place in French Canada, French Canada, and he's an inspector. He inspects for murders and crimes, and it's brilliant. It's called 3 Pines. It's on Amazon Prime, and you can watch it in a weekend because I think there's like 8 episodes. Every 2 episodes is 1 complete mystery. So, you know, hour and a half, bing bang boom, and I think there's like 4 mysteries total. So if you're looking for a fun set of mysteries with some really great characters. Was it Alfred Moline, the guy who played Doc Ock? Plays Gamache, the lead. There is 1 more. I'm now fully in stubborn mode. We're going to find. I'll do it more normal. Yeah, the Gamache books are wonderful, Aaron of Nova Scotia. I love them. I think I've read 8 or 9 of them now. I haven't finished the series yet, which is good. Because I'd be really sad if I did, because they're on my list also. Oh, nice. All right, Jill. We found our missing rice, so we did it. Go team, go. All right, we do have a few things we have to do today. Cook fruit, cut down trees, smash ore rocks. All right. I still don't have an axe on me. So let's go do that. Oh, we got to buy the food modeler too. If I have enough cash. I don't know how much that costs. Okay, I'll be right back. Gotta spend money to make money, right? And I don't need a second food modeler. It'll just speed up the process, because I don't know how long... Well, the modeling was pretty quick, actually. You know what? We're not going to buy it for now. We're not going to buy it. Because the modeling went pretty quick, and I bet you... Let's see here. I have my... Oh yeah, Jill. They're wonderful. Louise Penny. They're the Gamache is this wonderful character because the way he's written, so he's described as someone who's like just a force of nature, but a calm, powerful, quiet force, and he's written that way, and you really get that feeling. And there's a goodness to him, and he's like someone who's always gonna do the right thing, even if that, you know, he won't play politics, for example. I really should move all of this, because this is always happening. Give me my chainsaw. Thank you. He's just a wonderfully written character. The characters around him are wonderfully written, flaws and all. It's quite good. Quite good. And then totally different, I read a lot of JJ Jantz. She's a native Arizonan here, down in Arizona. And she writes about Sheriff Joanne Bradley. These are all like, you know, quick paperback murder mysteries, murders. But she's the first female sheriff of Cochise County. And so she's great. So I read a lot of her books as well. And I kind of alternate. So, you know, you read some much more like I call like popcorn reads, like quick, exciting reads. Doesn't make them any less of a book. It's just different. And then the Gamache ones are a little slower, a little more thinky. Both absolutely have their places and are wonderful. All right. I have to be careful when I talk about things I read or do. I was talking about a website I used to visit a lot once on a stream, and the creator of the website was in the stream. He was like, I made that site, and then he talked about it. It was great. And I didn't say anything bad, but I think I was talking about something that was like, oh, this thing annoyed me on the site. And he told me why they did it that way, and I found that interesting. So if you ever use Flickchart, it's a kind of a fun little experience. It's a website where you compare. It gives you like 2 movie posters, and you pick which one's your favorite. And then once you do that, it gives you a bunch more and a bunch more and a bunch more, and eventually you naturally find your favorite. All right, so we found out cooked not as good as the raw rice. Raw rice, much better to food model, but this one I wanted to check. How long does this take? Oh, yeah, we only need one of these. Stream froze for a minute. Sorry about that. I'm back. Bet you the family, the missus probably put out a show or something. But we're back. Will this just work? Yep, that's fine. 3 will speed it up, so we will buy them eventually. But for now, that can just run in the background. Alright, let's put things away and actually do our inventory nice for once, because it's been a little rough the last day or so here. Now we are out of iron. How are we doing on keys? Because it might be time to go and do... I have the leaf glider is what I'm using, right? Yeah. We're kind of low on keys for an island run. We're low on keys for hot. We're probably fine to go down to the Undergrove. We'll see. Put that away. Crab soup with plenty of. Spag bowl we put away. Spark soup. Yeah, we're looking low there. Do I have more? Oh, I have plenty of thunder sacks. I just need to actually process them. Beautiful. Alright, let's check out this monocle we bought. That's absolutely ridiculous. We'll not be wearing that. And let's go ahead and put this away here. You know, at this point I'm not going to eat the cooked rice or use it for cooking, so we'll just add it. I'll let it just run in the background. Good night, DeBose. Have a wonderful evening. I'll try not to die. Thank you so much. We'll see you later. Alright, I think that is all quite good. What I want to charge... Oh yeah, I want to charge up this guy. and we got to cook 2 fruit. That's fast enough. Job done. We'll chop down trees down at our tree farm. Grab that pearl. Alright, I just figure out where the tree farm is. I need to build a path. I think it's here. There we go. I was like, I chose poorly. Nope, we found it. And I know I'm low on inventory or on a stamina. That's fine. That took care of that. We can pop a coffee. We still have 40, so yeah, we're in decent shape with coffee. Alright, that all should have gone back into the farming box, which we'll deal with later. Great. Where are my ore rocks? There's some up there. Might as well bring one of these back while we're thinking about it. And we can go check behind the museum to see if we have ore there. Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, actually we have one that still exists here. Nice. We got some worms we can pick up. It's a little nighttime bath there, that's fine. No worries. Let's get all of our stuff that doesn't belong in here. We'll take the bell out of here. We will take that out, that out. This doesn't belong in here, none of that does, that doesn't. This all does, so that's all fine to be there. That's fine to be in there. Shovel we keep out. Watering can go in. Hoe can go in, and the rest we can just clean up and put away. Beautiful. All right, that goes there, and so does the bell. Nice. Let's go find some ore rocks. Oh, we still have 3 minutes of coffee. Should be some over here. We haven't come mining in a minute. So in theory, there should be a bunch waiting right here. Well. That's alright. There's another patch over here somewhere, so we'll get there. So after we sleep here, we're gonna take a, and I always say it's gonna take a 3-minute break, it ends up being like 2. But I'm gonna go grab some water once we sleep here, and then we'll jump back into another day and see where we get. Lovely. I guess, yeah, we'll just make our way over towards the teleport tower and hope that we see one more ore rock. We do see a pearl. Here. I don't think there are more. That was the pearl that I was looking at. I guess we can go up there. We'll go north a bit. We got 2 minutes of coffee. Use the whole thing, right? We do need to go buy more coffee seeds. There's some stuff up here. Perfect. And right there, but yeah, we'll grab this here. Lovely. Beautiful. And then we can just use our telephone to get home. Even though I know we're very close to the teleport pad. Alright, let's clean up this inventory and then we can sleep. Neither of these are sellable yet, but we'll keep all our rice over here until we get stacks of 50. And then we'll sell the stacks of 50, so that'll be fine. Okay. When we decide to go and finally plant, we'll have plenty of tree seeds to do that. You know, I didn't put fertilizer on. I don't think I've ever used fertilizer in this game ever, other tin the speed grow one. What does it do? It doesn't give you extra drops, right? Does it just make it faster for things to grow? Which is not a bad thing. I wouldn't use it on the any season crops because there's no reason to speed it up because whatever, they'll grow eventually. Alright, let's put this away. Alright, let's set up our normal loadout here. So we load glider, weapon, pick, saw. And we alternate sometimes. We'll do bug book, fishing rod, fishing book. This one doesn't need to be in here. This food's down here. Shovel. The other food, oops, and that goes there. And the other foods are in there, there, and there. Bottom corner for this. And that's our normal loadout. We'll put the clothes away. Alright, this should be... Oh, we need more... I don't have black already, so this is... unfortunate. We already have 2 full chests almost of head pieces and footwear. We have a full chest here, so we'll do overflow into this guy, which has been sitting pretty empty for now. And we got our creepy Santa in the bathroom with all of the Santa clothes we gathered last month. So we got a good supply there of stuff. It took me to the very last day of the season to get the Jolly Beard, and I got both pair of Jolly shoes on the 31st. So that took a while, but we did get it. And I think now our inventory is clean. I think all of our tasks are done. Let's go ahead and get that done. And I think we can sleep knowing that we did everything we need to do. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna take it's gonna say again a few minutes. It'll be less than that. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Or if you do go anywhere, have a wonderful night. But we'll be back in less than 3 minutes. Told you to be less than 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and end that break. There we go. We'll jump back in. All right, let's see what we got to do today. I love when my daughter plays this because every day she wakes up, puts on a different outfit. Oh, look, Rain likes me. All right, John, what'd you send me? Minimalist bed, very cool. And a watermelon. We might go switch over to that. Oh wait, do we already have a minimalist bed? No, wait, a stylish. Let's switch to minimalist. I like that a lot better, I think. Yeah. Don't sleep by accident. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and check our board to see what we got today and if there's anything else coming up that I'm forgetting about. So Sheila wants a milk cap. We absolutely have that. So that's easy enough. And then no, normal month or normal weekend. Excellent. Let's go get her milk cap and get that done. It's a Friday, so the furniture store is open, so we can go see if there's anything good there. But we need to make some money because we keep spending it on our harebrained schemes. So let's put this bed away. That's why I came over here. This is all furniture and such, by the way. So it's very full because we haven't organized anything yet. And we'll grab her a milk cap. Which is... which one is that? This one here? Great. Now we'll grab our compactor and put that away, because that does not belong there. And actually, I'm going to put the fishing and bug stuff away, unless they ask me to do it, because we're not fishing and bugging right now. Is there anything else I don't need to be carrying with me? Actually, I'll take this out while... and we'll do a little shiftaroo like that. I like using the jackaroo wand just to give myself a lift, a little lift off. Alright, so. And I'm turning this into Sheila, yes. Hello, friend. Will give us this. We might actually do a mining run. Because if we get down there by 10 a.m., it always feels like it's worthwhile. Let's just see what her daily is. If it's something wild, then that could slow us down. That one actually is easy, because I normally carry that in my backpack. Did she just drown herself? Oh no, she's over here. I was like, where did she go? She was like, I'm done talking with you, goodbye, and just jumped into the ocean. Oh, I wanted the rattan table. Nice, okay, because that might be changing, we might change out our community eating area with the rattan table. Alright, my friend, your flooded house is getting a little bit much. Wait, can you hurt the house? Oh no, just the boat. Okay. Alright, let's see if there's any new recipes. We have the blue... rope fence, finally! Golly. And just make sure we don't have the blue already. We got that already. We've been waiting on that rope fence for a minute. Alright, what do you need me to do? Sure. Another sink, that's fine. Alright, so his jobs are all done. We got a recipe out of the deal, so nothing wrong with that. Let's go ahead and... yeah, I think we can still go mining. I think it makes sense. We'll do it. Okay, so for a quick mining run, we'll put our extra gear in our gear overflow. We'll put all the stuff we just got away that we don't need. Like that and that. We'll put this down here. We don't need this. Beautiful. And we'll put our mushroom soup in here. So while we're down over here. So while we're down there, actually mushroom soup we may take. What do we have? What does that give you? Yeah, we'll take a mushroom soup. We'll definitely take our fruit salad. You know what? We have them to spare. Let's take a mighty sandwich. Why not? It's overkill for where we're going, but... and I keep saying we have them to spare because we have a ton of the mighty spread over here. So that's another 45 sandwiches once I make the bread. So that's why it's not that big a deal. So you'll do that and fruit salads. Perfect. Okay. for the mines. We can dump our excess gear in here with this food. That's fine. We will need a weapon. Don't need that. We will need a jackhammer. We will need a chainsaw. Don't need that. We can keep the stun book with us. I never normally do, but... sparking soup. Nope, nope. Crab soup. And yeah, we'll keep that too. We don't need a chest because if we find anything. And we don't need... Oh, actually, we'll bring the jet ski. Sometimes it's nice to have down there. We don't need that. Okay. And we don't need the book. Great, let's go mining. So we do need over here in our mining box, we do need to grab some things though, right? We need to grab 4 of these. And the reason we need iron, so we'll bring the keys, but really our goal is to get as much iron as possible. All right, put the hat on now. And let's go to the mines. So I said 10 o'clock's normally good. We're gonna be a little late, not the end of the world. We'll eat our food on the way down. And let's see what we can find down there. What's the jet ski for? Because we're going down to the... we're not going to the hot. We're going to the second level because I need iron. So jet ski I sometimes use to navigate the water. I don't need it. It is nice to have, but you're right, I don't need it. It's an extra spot I don't need to bring with me. Since I'm not planning on using the keys, it's not a big deal. But... you never know. Alright, so we're going to the Undergrove. We're going down. But yeah, the jet ski sometimes makes it really convenient to travel. And again, we are way overkill on food. The mighty sandwich is not really needed down here. Once you have the hammers I have, but... Probably should have taken a mining food with me. That would have made more sense than the cutting food. Garden salad, I think, does mining, right? On the flip side, it's much easier to break. Well, that's interesting. Say what? Huh. Who's down here measuring things? The frillies are getting into construction. Oh, well, here's a place right here. We probably should go in, right? What the heck? Rude. Listen, I know you're probably all over here. Yeah, you're all over here being rude. There we go. This is one of the ones that has multiples. No, it's a single room one. Oh, this is so close. And do I have... I'm going to bring this up because I don't remember if I have one of these in my house yet. And I'm trying to get a collection of one of each just to have for pictures. So we're just going to throw this for now. We're just going to throw it in. We could always cut it next on a future run if we need to. Do I have to let it land? Hope not. Nope. Alright, let's go again. Our main purpose down here is mining. That is our main goal. I was gonna cut my way to the river real quick. Take me to the river. Alright. And we just keep running into buildings. I don't think there's anything... My gosh, we're coming... I didn't want to spend all my keys. I don't think there's anything I need from down here. So it does seem like a waste of keys, but if I get something that's sellable, it could be worth... I don't know. Hey, beer. How's it going? You showed up just in time for a mine run. Why is this one so big? Is this... what the... is this like 3 or 4 in a row? Chill out. Oh, did he get me? No, he didn't. I thought he got me. Okay, this place feels huge. Let me see here. So it's... like all of this? I just wanted iron. Alright, let's go and see what's in here, though. Alright, so that's all fine and good. Let's go ahead and pop this one. Pop this one. I really should move my keys closer to my weapon, but that would make sense. All right, what do we get? I mean, my mission of getting 50 of each statue so I can sell 50 statues at a time is, I guess, a thing still. Anyway, back to our goal, which is not this place. Oh, hello. Oh, fine. I'll go grind us some of these. And this is the one that has tons of them, right? Yeah, it is. All right. So here's one. Let's leave it right there. There's one. We'll leave that right there. Let's mark them with gems. How many more are in this place? That's outside. One more, maybe? Can't tell. Two more. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So there's three. There should be one more, I think, over here. Right, because that's just critters out there. And there's one in there. Okay. Oh, hello. Where the... I knew you were out there. Oh, and you poisoned me, you big jerk. Oh, dear. So this is where having the jet ski might have been good if it was near the river, because then I could throw them on the jet ski, or maybe bring in the wheelbarrow. Instead, we're just gonna play the running game. Which luckily isn't too bad, because that's actually a pretty clean shot. We will break... I'm always so bad at breaking these. We'll break these ones. Honestly, you can't get much more lucky than that. That's 5 sets of these. That's plenty of hot runs. I could, in theory, actually bring these back and sell them to John. I don't know what an emerald goes for. Anybody know? Maybe I'll throw the other two in just in case they're valuable. Again, we can always grind them out later. But just in case they have some decent sell price. What would I want to call decent? Probably like 60k or more. Otherwise, I think I'd rather just the hot runs. Alright, let's do that. And we'll throw these down. And we'll bring these back with us. Yeah, let's stop floating, y'all. So remember, I came down here to mine iron. Doing a great job of that so far. But can't complain too much, because I mean, come on. 5 emeralds in the first 2 hours down here. I guess 3 hours down here. That's not... Why am I sinking? Too shabby. So what are the blinking lights over there? Probably fire. Alright, come on. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Now, for reals. Where do we want to go? We're going to go south along the river and just get to those beautiful, beautiful iron patches. Once I find the river. South. And we're looking for... Oh my gosh. There's so many goody huts that it's kind of wild. I mean... It's like lotto machine, or jackpot. Again, I could have not spent that many keys, but... Okay, now it's worth it, because another slingshot is great, and more recipes are also great. So I can't complain, you know? Wrought iron lamp. What game is this? Hello, Kubi's Blocks. This is Dinkum. This is a wonderful game. That I very much enjoy, as evidenced by the fact that I'm almost at 500 hours in it since April. Did I get poisoned again? Rude. Very, very rude. But yeah, it's a wonderful game. Very much enjoy it. It's available on PC via Steam. It's available on the Switch. I have no idea if it's on other consoles. I've never looked because I don't play the consoles, but I know it's on those ones because that's where I have it. Still looking for like nice exposed. There we go. I saw glitter. I saw glitter. This is what I wanted. Sir, we can be chill. All right, you're choosing not to be. But this is what I was looking for, those beautiful, only Steam and Switch. Thanks, Riley. Those beautiful big old fields of iron. Oh, right, I'm poisoned, so I gotta wait for my stamina to come back. I should be looking for marble. I don't think I've ever really crafted anything from marble, but... what do I have to clear? Grass? Or any grass count? Yeah, these count, so let's just get that daily done. Oh, I gotta water plants. Oh, we have those bonus plants that I forgot to put next to the sprinkler, so we can water those tonight. Perfect. And did I owe anything to anyone else? No. Beautiful. Alright, hello friend. You stay over there, Mr. Plant, and I'll stay over here. Hey, Nat 3D2 Dog. This is Dinkum. Oh no, we have to go back to the subscribers only chat. We might have to. But this is Dinkum. Wonderful game. Made by a developer named James Bendon. Not produced. What's the... Distributed by Crafton Games. And this is the mines. This is the second level of the mines. Which I actually find most of the time to be the easiest level, to be honest. Because I never pay attention and the glowing crocs always get me in the first level. And you can hang glide, I think, further here. Alright, we'll keep going south. So I'm on a resource hunt. There's all these treasure rooms. I've been trying to ignore them, but my god, I've never seen this place so densely packed with treasure rooms. And that's a whole nother set of gem rooms right there. I'm gonna go take care of these spawner here. But yeah, it's a very fun game. I very much enjoy it. Some will say it's got Animal Crossing vibes, which I think is a fair comparison, but I think it's too light of a comparison. Animal Crossing, wonderful game, is in first and foremost as a decorating game. This has much more of that action-adventure available to you. What's also nice is you can kind of do your own thing. I'm playing on something called Dangerous Wish. That's how I always play. So it makes the mobs hit for twice as hard, but they drop twice as many resources. And so that's something that I enjoy to play this style. Let's just clear out these guys so we can keep getting all this iron. Where are you? Oh, there's just another one here. Alright. Oh, and my food, my good food has worn off. I only bought one of those down with me. So let's eat some more food, and now I gotta keep an eye on the stamina of my weapon. Oh, no, oops, well, oh well. I could have had a crab soup. I did not think to do that. But yeah, so it's a great game. There's a lot going for it. It's interesting though, because as great a game as it is, it doesn't make everything super transparent, like how to do stuff. Which actually I like about it, but I know that can be a little rough on new players. And so that's a cool design choice, I think. But again, I know that might not be everyone's cup of tea. And so there's a ton of us who stream it, and a lot of great content creators, many of which have been hanging out in the chat tonight. So give folks follows and pick up tips and tricks. Because that'll very much help speed you along kind of progressing through the game. Alright. Pick up that vine, always nice. Oh, I missed some ore here. Alright, and I like following the river because one, I won't get lost, but also that's how you see these big open patches of ore. Now my goal is to not leave until we have 200 bits of ore, but we'll see. I think it's doable. We're gonna break this one, just take the one shard. So I'm not lugging it around with me the whole amount of the place. I haven't seen copper in a minute down here. Nice. A little bit of, I would say lead, a little bit of tin. A little more copper. And there's some marble. Which is useful for crafting. Alright. I lost my river. Now it's to the north of me. Nope. Chill, bugs. Oh my gosh, where'd you all come from? What the what? Ah, right here. And another friend. Okay. Lizards, if you have decent food, are not really that big a deal, other than when they poison you, because then you lose your stamina regen while you're poisoned. Ooh, look at all of this marble. I'm not going to get all of it, but we'll just kind of run around for a little bit here. Again, I don't really craft any of the marble stuff normally, especially not on this island. It's more rustic. Except for that weird, like, corporate meeting room I built by accident. Yay, resource hoarding, exactly. Get all the goodies. Well, once this challenge is done, this is my permanent island. The question becomes, is this my forever island creative, or is it going to stay survival? And that, I don't know. But yeah, that's my goal of this island, is to be my kind of forever island. Because I likes it so much. Alright, at some point we're gonna build a mall. We were watching, whoa, hey friend, Serendipity was streaming, and she's doing these 5x5 design challenges. And we were like, hey, that looks like a mall, and as a proud New Jersey boy, raised in New Jersey, we love our malls. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna build a mall in Dinkum. So that's my long-term creative project. The question is, do I do it in creative, or do I actually build it with survival? Yeah, I think that'd be fun, Beer. I think I'm gonna go a little bigger than 5x5 for each of the shops. I think it's gonna be probably close to a 7x7. It's just for a little more breathing room. And you know, big shops might be 2 or 3 bays. So it could be a 7x14 or 7x21. We're gonna do our, our version of Macy's. What a Dinkum Macy's, Dacey's. We build a Dacey's. We're cool. We can be cool. If you attack me, though, we're not cool. There was always a chance you drop the weapon, which I've never gotten or even seen. So I was wondering when you'd show up. Hello, friend. Alright, we do have some healing food in us, so we might as well sit real quick. Sitting down, there's one of your tips and tricks. You double you double your recovery speed. And so we'll sit there and oh, Dordstrom Rack, I like that. I like that. Dordstrom Rack is good. See, that's the fun of it, right? You build all these things and they're just punny ones. I don't know what we do for a Radio Shack. Just put display cases. Oh my gosh, look at all this marble. Okay, this feels like I should get some of this. But let's... take him out. Nope, no rare weapon drop. Doobie doobie doo. Dot topic. Nice, nice. Yeah, we can do all our interesting clothing outfits. And we'll do all the animal masks. Alright, we kind of lost the plot of our mining, but again, we want to hit at least 200, so we're getting close. 10 more nodes, and that should hit the 200 or iron ore we wanted. Because 200 iron ore, if we put it in the right furnace, will double up, so it'd be effectively 400, I guess 80 bars, and so that'd be a nice little breathing room. You know, as we start thinking about building a train line, 80 bars will disappear like that. You gonna come in the water? Yeah, that's what I thought. Rude. Let's go north and see if it swings back around towards where we're going. So this is where sometimes it might be nice to have the jet ski. It can be nice, even faster. It's also good if you're far away down here and forget to make it back towards, and you run out of stamina. Like if it's late and you don't have coffee or something, it can be useful. And I could have gone the other way, which would have saved me some keys, but whatever. We will grab all of that meat, though, even though it's maggot meat, or what do they call it? The grub meat, because it's good for the crab pots. Nice. All right, let's see what we get. Come on, more recipes. Hey, love to see it. What the heck is that? Oh, it's the grub meat over the croc statue. I was like, what is that thing? And we got one of our keys back. No, no, thank you. I want the what is happening? There we go. I don't know what just happened there. That was weird. All right, let's get the recipe. Pick that up, see what we got. Hardwood lamppost, that's fine. Again, one of our challenges is to learn all of the recipes, and so if we can get that done, great. All right. I don't really need this stuff. What I want is more... I do. I think if we follow this now south, I think this brings us back towards our entrance. And it's 9, so we should start making our way there. I'd really love to hit that 200 ore, though. So let's see if we see any big old sparkle patches. Whoop, nope, too many friends. Well, we love making friends. We really want iron instead. Okay, there's a door. I think we've gone there. There's iron up here. There we go. You can see all the sparkles? That's what we're shooting for. Here we go. What did I just say about making friends? I think I just made it very clear. I'd rather have the ore. Alright. My best mining run, when I actually just mined, didn't even bring any keys on purpose, was something like 500. But I got lucky that I had a bunch of these fields all near each other. But 200, plus dilly-dallying around and doing some fighting stuff, like that feels pretty good to me. We'll go until 10 o'clock, no reason to be stuck of late, especially because we gotta bring all those gems back. Hello, friends. Everyone hates me right now. Oh gosh, I'm out of food. I gotta get, oh gosh, go, run, run, run. All right, we are leaving once I find my way back and away from him. This is going poorly. I forgot to keep track of my food and I'm about to run out of stamina. Okay, water, water everywhere. Oh god, not him. There we go. Okay. Whoo boy. I can't eat because I'm feeling sick. Okay, we're just gonna sit here, take a breather. We'll let the plant in the... Come on, 26 seconds. Oh boy, see, this is why sometimes you just gotta cut your losses and leave. That was close. We're just gonna sit down. Hoi, hoi, hoi. So for those of you hanging out in chat, I'm guessing most of you are watching this like the full screen. Are any of you watching this vertical? because I'm trying that dual stream thing that YouTube lets you send it over to your Shorts feed. I've never actually seen it on my Shorts feed when I look on an incognito browser or on my phone. So I'm just curious, how are you all watching this? Are you watching this vertical or are you watching this good old-fashioned horizontal? All right, we'll eat up 4 of these just to really speed up our regain here. Now, something died over here. Did they kill each other? They might have. PC monitor, yeah, I think you're right. That's why I figure most are watching either, you know, widescreen, full screen on a phone. I'm not entirely sure it's actually sending anything vertical. It doesn't add any processing power on my end, so I don't mind. But I'm always curious. Picture-in-picture of playing Alchemy Factory. Very nice, Aaron. I've watched some folks play it. I heard someone complaining about that it was they use a lot of AI content, and I was like, it's interesting. I have no particular skin in the game, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I know what my opinion yet is on generative AI. Analytical AI, I'm all for, and unfortunately, I think it gets pulled into the conversation too many times versus Gen AI. But all right, let's go up. Yeah, Beer, I've been doing it, but I don't know anyone who sees it. So I do have, that's why the current lives is kind of centered on the screen. I used to have my face over there. And so you can see, yeah, I can show you all. We'll peek behind the curtain. You all can see if I do, actually I think I have this, add Firefox. So yeah, this is my YouTube. The key is, I should probably hide that URL. Whoops. But yeah, I'll have to change it. But yeah, so it does it both. Let's just get rid of that URL. I don't know if that matters, but if it does, don't be shady, anyone. There we go. So it just does it side by side. But yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know. If all of a sudden let's see here, stream URL, that's just the stream. Oh no, that's fine. That's just the normal, that's not my actual stream key. We're good. We're good. Y'all can't see all my secrets. All right, let's bring this stuff up here. We'll make sure we grab our jet ski back. And I think we'll just leave them there. We'll get a pile of them going there until we decide what we're doing with them. And I'll just carry the last one back with me. We've not made, whoa, hello. We've not made any land vehicles yet. And part of the challenge is like, I'm not going to make like trucks or anything, but I did say I'd make a motorcycle at some point, so we could do that. Actually, you know what? Let's use the tools we have. We'll leave this here. Well, did I not bring, I didn't bring my phone with me. That's okay. We'll go pick up our hot air balloon. I love our hot air balloon. I had it the other day with like 8 eggs in it. It was great. It's slow, but man, the hot air balloon's wonderful. We love it. And actually, while we're doing that, we'll bring them all back here. Oh, look at all this stuff to mine. We still have some stamina. Let's burn this out real quick. Lovely. Yeah, the only reason I was wondering is because today's the first day in a while I've turned it back on. And today is the first day in forever we've had some shenanigans in the chat. And so I was wondering if I hit some streams on the vertical where it's a lot easier to be doing shenanigans. That's my theory of what happened today. But as Riley, I think Riley said it earlier, is like, that just means you made it. It's like, I'll take it. All right, let's go. But Dinkum is actually a decent game for doing vertical because the camera always has you centered. It's like your character's head is kind of always in the same spot. And so it works. It's not awful. I mean, obviously you don't see the full field of view, but it's not an awful picture or image, just cropped vertically. Now, if I had the processing power and the internet, you could actually, there are ways in OBS, you could set up a separate stream. And so then you could do a separate scene where you could do some manipulation of your current setup. to do that. You think vertical attacks munchkins. I mean, you know, I play for, again, I haven't marked as adult because you need to for all the monetizing stuff. I don't mind if people want to watch and have fun. I don't mind if people want to watch and be goofy. At some point, though, just you don't want to be gross. I'm too old for gross. It's not fun to me anymore. All right, that's the one thing I don't like. Cause I wish if this thing had 8 spawn like spots. I wish we could just walk up to open an inventory and attach them to the spots, and not have to play the tossing game. But there we go. All right, grow my delicious rice. I am hopeful you will make me money soon. So we spent 48,000. We're gonna make close to 5. Actually, we'll get even more because I forgot we got to sell it to Jimmy. So it's another 50%. We're gonna make like 700,000 every 9 days just from using the modeler. That's gonna be pretty cool. Use stream elements. Oh, that's right. The tape measure mark just carries through no matter what map you're on. Thank you, Beer. I didn't know stream elements. I thought you had to use like restream. I didn't know stream elements could do the dual streaming. That's good to know. Because my Twitch channel actually has more subs than my YouTube channel. Again, though, I haven't streamed on it in like 10 years, so who knows what will happen once I start streaming. They might be like, yeah, we're out. Because all I used to stream was multiplayer Minecraft with a bunch of other, at that time, 30-somethings. Nice, right? I'll have to take a gander at that. Alright, but we can also fix the tape measure issue when I get my actual gear. So let's fly over here. Also, did we just hear a rooster? Did the roosters crow at late? That's wild. Which one of you was it? Which one of you? Yeah, Beer, I did it once with Restream, and it was a black screen on Twitch because YouTube takes a higher bitrate and higher settings. But I don't know if Stream Elements has a way to solve that, or if if Twitch just sucks it up when you submit it the YouTube quality. Riley, I'm not holding them hostage. We're collecting them. They all have names and rich backstories. Okay, here's Marlin and Franklin and Merlin and Theodore II and Theodore III. We don't talk about the first Theodore. And Rachel, Rebecca, Samara, Francine, Eloise, Luis, Lewis, Dana, Diana, Marquez, Rooster, and Cogborn. So yeah, those are all my roosters. If you ask me their names, I will have to make them all up again. For a while we were naming them, and I was keeping track, and then after like 5, I was like, I'm over this. The gag is dead, as is my patience. Alright, let's do a couple things. One, we have a bunch of meat we can get processing while we're just living. We have a bunch of ore we can get processing while we're living, so let's do that. And we'll go grab whatever other ore we have in here. Let's throw that in, and then that can all just do its thing. That's fine. We'll keep 4 of these out since there won't be enough anyway. We'll keep 2 of these out. We'll keep 5 of these out. And we'll keep 1 of these out. Just so I have fast stacking. So I'll take care of that. We can put those away. We got a whole box of animal parts here, which sounds really gross when you think about it, because it is. Yep. Box of paints, green stuff, seeds box 1, seeds box 2. A rooster race. Everyone gets to release a rooster and they have to chase it to a certain spot. That could be kind of fun. We're halfway to a Farkle set, so I need 6 dice total so we can actually play Farkle in Dinkum. I love Farkle. If you don't know what it is, you're missing out. It's a great game. It's a press your luck dice game. All right, back into our mining box goes that and that. Over here, we can start putting statues away, and one of these has our green chest. There we go. What smells worse, a box of animal parts, non-refrigerated, or a house full of caged rooster? I will have you know that Theodore the First over here goes in and cleans the rooster house daily. So it's obviously the box full of animal parts. Let's leave that there for now. And this is a bridge bypass, by the way. That's why I like these little setups. I don't like clipping through bridges. I like the idea that you know, you have a span you gotta be able to drive your boat by, and as a villager you can jump, or you can get your feet a little wet, it's fine. So I use that a few places on the map. Alright, keys we can put away. He's just staring at a dirt. This is why we don't talk about Theodore. Like, what do you see, my friend? What is it that's so compelling? No one knows. Alright, keys go back here. For some reason I'm carrying an extra barbecue. We'll just pop that down next to this one. Alright, so we got food modeler. Yeah, let's go get our meat. Let's get all of our other stuff. Oh, and actually, let's... Where do I keep all my... I don't know where I keep my maggot meat. Paula isn't here to argue the best NPC. I mean, I don't understand her, like, full-on hatred of him. I think that's I think she's a little silly on that one. I don't know that he's the best. My favorite is Forrest. But only because she kind of looks like my wife, and so it makes me happy. I mentioned earlier, my wife got COVID, which, you know, has not been fun for anyone, including mostly her. But I gave her, she's using the Switch OLED since I got the Switch 2, and I downloaded Tiny Bookstore, the one where you have the little cart, and that is all she has been playing forever. Like, this whole past 5 days. I'm like, how you feeling? She's like, I'm tired, but I'm playing Bookshop. I'm like, okay, have fun. So I knew she would love it. Sometimes you just have to convince her to try new games. Because she was playing a bunch of Animal Crossing. As I will be too once the update comes out, but I restarted my island, which is kind of stupid. And I don't know that I want to grind it all out again to see the new content, so we'll see. We'll see. Okay, most of everything's put away. It needs to be put away. What am I still... Oh, extra one of these guys. We love our advanced slingshots. Cool. Now I can go get all the stuff we care about from in here, just so we have our loadout. And I have no idea what we'll do tomorrow, because tomorrow we don't have to do anyone's tasks. We're keeping that in there. So I don't know what we'll do. But we'll figure it out. I will pull out the tape measure real quick so I can fix the tape measure issue. Fixed. And we can load up our normal loadout here. Or at least as normal as we're going to do, because we don't need... we're not fishing and bugging until... tomorrow's Saturday, the 28th. Until Sunday. Sunday, I think, is when we can get some new critters and things. Actually, I might even just sleep through tomorrow just to get to the new season. We might do that. We'll check recipes. No, we won't. He's closed. We'll check the furniture store. Okay. Wait, is there an achievement for not getting out of bed? How does that work? You just not leave your house? I don't think I have that one yet. Alright, I think that's everything I want from in here. We'll take these out. And we'll put these away for now. Beautiful. Okay. Well, he's still just staring at the wall. Things are cooking. Life is good. Let's sleep. And we'll sleep. Oh, no. I can't sleep yet. I gotta go water some plants. Almost forgot. You all were gonna let me go to sleep. Luckily I looked up in time. And we, even more luckily, we have this one little row that for some reason I didn't... Oh, someone came over and helped water. Son of a... Stop being helpful. I'm gonna have to plant some wheat now, just so I can water and then ignore it forevermore. Well, since I'm over here, we'll get this too. Because I don't think it counts. It does not. Any of these not get watered? No. Some villager came over, and I was planning on those 4 waters. It's fine. I'm not grumpy. They're being kind. Whatever. Sugarcane. We will water it once and never look at it again. We have 104 watermelons, so we are ready once we find the watermelon or the ice cream maker. All right, let's just here. Wait, did I only grab 1 sugarcane seed? What the? You can tell it's getting late. Hopefully that's enough. Oh, and I didn't even grab my good watering can. Alright, fine. There we go. Job done. And that did it. That's what wore me out finally. I have no stamina. We'll go back and sleep. Back to our lovely house. Sleep until tomorrow. Ugh. I thought we'd get more out of that mining. No, I guess we are getting up there in levels. Alright. Now, is there anything useful? Move, clear, that's easy points. Let me just go, forget the achieve, I guess. Let's go see if, just make sure it's not like a, oh, a pink gown and a ear of corn. Make sure it's not like fun weather or anything interesting. Nothing interesting, okay. So we do need to do some bug hunting and I think fishing starting tomorrow. Actually, no, critters starting tomorrow. So what we're gonna do is let these bars just keep cooking. Look at that, iron bars just coming along. Love to see it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to go over here, drop off our cooked meat for now. We do need to sell these to Jimmy at some point. We just have a few cherries. So we're also going to summon Jimmy tomorrow morning. That's over here, I think. Excellent. So we'll have a nice chat with Jimmy in the morning and sell our cherries. I don't think we're going to get a ton of money for him, but it never hurts to... You know, we have 686 cooked cherries lying around. It makes sense just to sell them off. The other thing we need to do is we're gonna check out the furniture store once he opens, and the clothier once she opens. If she opens. I think it's Tuesday she's closed, right? Yeah. So we'll come back to, she opens at 9 or 8? 9. And see, I did give them all paths out of their house. I want them to live on the water, but they don't have to, like, swim or anything. They're not trapped. It's just, will they take the path or not? That's really kind of up to them. But she can come over here and do her thing. And then, Melvin just is always freaking out. He comes up here and puts his hands in the air. He's like, I'm gonna die! Is it safe yet? There he goes, yep, see? Oh my gosh, they're all gonna eat me! They do not care, Melvin. They are fully ignoring you. Yeah, whoa. I'll take care of it. Probably should have had a crab soup, but it's fine. I don't think you should be able to hit me. That was a side glance. I didn't put and buy the murder chickens. Do you know my favorite Christmas gift this year? And it hasn't even started working yet because we need to wait till the birds get comfortable. I got a Bird Buddy, which is a bird feeder with a camera in it. I would love to have a whole bunch of giant murder bird nests right behind my house. I'd be out there every morning taking pictures. He just doesn't appreciate nature. And you know, frankly, that's just his loss. There, no more murder birds. They all magically come back tomorrow. All right, is he open now? Not until 10. Oh, that's right, he's the later one. All right, so she should be open in like 2 minutes, so we'll come over here. Could go take out that shark. One thing I do want to do at some point is add a boardwalk that goes along the water. It'd only be 1 wide. Maybe 2, yeah, probably just 1 wide. I love this triple bridge sitch. And don't fall. Alright, 1 more minute, she should go, yeah, go work. We're just looking to see if you have the beard yet. I don't need a sleep mask, I need a beard. I like those rainbow shoes, they're kind of fun. They're fun and funky. I also don't think I realized how absolutely broke we were. So, yeah. Okay, so the thing we need to do, though, is I need to absolutely stockpile my crab pots, or stock up my crab pots over on the fishing islands so that we can start trying to get our last critters and bugs. Because that doesn't pause. That pauses. If we go here, let me just see if I can find this. I gotta see what we need to do tomorrow. I think I can get everything done except the blob fish. I think that's the only thing I gotta wait until winter for. Yeah, Beer, they turned out good, but they also look a little corporate. So they're not, I'm gonna keep them for now, and I'll go down there and show them to you in a second, but I think we're going to, I'm not thrilled with it yet. Not thrilled with it yet, that's what I can say. Alright, let's see if this works now. If I go back to Firefox. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so fish, we gotta wait until, oh no, winter or autumn. So yeah, tomorrow will be autumn, so we can get the blobfish tomorrow. Or starting tomorrow, we can try to get the blobfish. Bugs, starting tomorrow, we can try to get the rhino beetle. That's what it is. The blue sea slug, we have to wait until winter. But starting tomorrow, we can try to catch the nudie branch. So that's all we have left to complete our good old checklist here. So that's what we're shooting for, is those 3 things. So we'll see. Yeah, so night in Southern Oceans, which is where I do everything anyway right now for fishing. So night for blobfish, winter or autumn, that's fine. Bugs is morning in the bushlands and pine forests. Okay, and then the nudie branch is also night in the Southern Ocean. So that's where we'll be doing some Southern Ocean stuff tomorrow night, for sure. But anyway, let's close that out. Goodbye, Firefox. And hello, Dinkum. Okay, so all that to say, we need, I need to get my grub meat, which, did I cook it? Did I just throw it in here? Where did I shove that grub meat? It's probably down here. There it is. And I think I only have 12 made, so 12 should be enough. Let's go stock that up so that way tomorrow we hopefully, if we get real lucky, we get what we're missing. So that's also why on this island I have my, this is I think the dividing line. I think this makes it the Southern Ocean because it's behind this tower. I think that's kind of how that works. Is anything... I'm not 100% sure if this counts as southern. I don't even know how we would know, because it doesn't say, it just says ocean, right? But I feel like this is more southerly. So we're going to hope that I'm right in that calculation. Not sure why I left a blank there, but whatever. Alright, oh, we have a lot of meat. I forgot, I don't like shove chests because I always forget stuff's in them, and that's what happens. Alright, so that'll take care of that piece. We're gonna work out of here. So while we're over here, let's go ahead and get our dirt printer. And some spark soup. And I have too much food in my belly, so we'll go use the dunny. Or, as I call it, I'm just gonna go out to the garden shed. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. All right, all good. Oh yeah, we're also gonna go and sell these things to John. See, it's nice when you don't have when you don't have to do anything for the challenge. Oh yeah, here, beer. I think it looks a little too corporate, but I think it's gonna be great as a hibachi grill. But I didn't match the rug down here. I think I need to extend the rug a little bit, and I changed the walls to charcoal to kind of try to bring it together. It looks a little too welcome to the boardroom. But I do like the chairs with those kitchen islands. I think it looks really cool. Yeah, a little corpo vibes. Doesn't really go with everything else, so we're gonna change it up. All right, let's go sell this to John. Hey, bud. That sounds good. I can't afford that mine pass yet. No, but I will buy. I always buy the iron bars because it's always you're always one short. Move. Let's see what these go for. Come on, 60,000? Yeah, I'll buy that. Or I'll sell that. What am I doing? There we go. Perfect. This was a good call. I'm glad we bought these 3 back. Nice. Now we got some breathing room. We're gonna go spend a bunch of it though because I want a house customization kit. I want to replace the mining pass, which counts as buying a tool, by the way. So if you ever have the daily to buy a tool and you don't want to waste buying another tool, you can buy the mining pass and that counts. I'm gonna buy 2 of these. Nice. Okay. Let's see what else we have to do dailies. We can cut one of these trees down here is fine. 3 trees. Yeah, we can probably clear out some of these ones. Alright, they want non-ore rocks. Again, just staring in the desert. I mean, I get it. We went on a lovely hike the other day. It's a little hard. Our 5-year-old's not big into hiking. But she did a good job. It's, you know, it was a mile into the desert and a mile out. We found this old stone settler's cottage. We didn't find it. We knew where we were going. But yeah, it was beautiful. All right, a couple more trees. We'll still check the board even though we don't have to do it. That's why I didn't bother asking John what he wants, because Saturday and Sunday, we're free to do whatever we want. We will not be doing an island run. I'm too broke and I don't have enough keys. And this isn't staying here, I just don't have a better place for it yet, so... I should put it in our corporate table over here. Spinifex. Yeah, I can do that. And then, what do we need for our next... Alright, yeah, we're down to just agricultural licenses. Which is 2,000 something and 6,000, I think, so... We'll get there. What am I doing? Oh, no, I didn't mean to sell anything. I can't sell you anything. Want to chat. Completed request. Sure did. Now, Saturday means we could, in theory, find Ted Sully, right? Does he come on Saturdays? So that might be what we do, starting at 3 o'clock. We might go hunt him down. If all of our birds are done cooking, or will be done when I come over here. Sounds like they are still cooking away. But it seems like we're done smelting and food. I think I got lucky that Food Modeler doesn't take raw meat. I might have accidentally, I could have just accidentally, like, food modeled a bunch of that. Alright, I'm gonna put this guy down over here for now, where he lives. Hey. Much better, okay. And we'll grab our grills. So when I get the workshop built, and we get the cash, we're gonna buy more auto placers. So I think we need 3 or 4 of them, so that we can just have auto placers for each of the main tool types. Okay, let's go ahead and put all this away. Our mining one can take both of these. Ooh, anything here that's not truly mine? We can go sell all these to Franklin next time we see him. So we'll put that in there. Yeah. I don't think I've ever used a bomb. Not even like once. We got 10 bombs. Maybe we should go bombing something and see what happens. We'll put the customization kit in here for now. Nothing like some floor chicken. That's all cooking up over there. So that's good. Just got a message. All good there. Okay. So our goal now is let this meat cook. How much left? A lot. So we're actually going to take this with us and we'll do the cooking. Come on. Over at the workshop. Beautiful. For selling to our friend tomorrow, I think the only thing really is to get rid of these cherries, because we have to do stacks of 50. And I don't know that I have 50 of anything else that I don't need or want. We can take a look through here. Shells. Oh, actually, no, I did. I wanted to sell him pearls. Because I found you can cover your whole trip to the island with 33 pearls, I think. So now I try to race. You've only used it against friend people. That was it. So that'll be enough pearls. That'll give us another good chunk of change for travel. Those are all legit and good. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. Let's look at our fruits and vegetables again. Cooking them makes it better. So I could make these all into fruit salad and then sell them a bunch of fruit salad. But you don't make a ton for fruit salad, so I'd rather just have it on hand for fruit salad. Why is there a dress in here? That makes no sense. Now I have no need for coconuts. So we'll sell them 25 of those. Snowballs we'll hold on to for crafting purposes. We can sell them 50 watermelon. Yeah, we can sell them 50 watermelon. We can always grow more. There might be more ready now. And then that should be good. Okay. The only thing we'll need also is a bed for our fun little house. What do we got? Bunch of sleeping bags. That's fine. Yeah, we could decorate it at some point. Alright, let's head over to the fishing village, and then we'll look for Ted Sully. Make sure there's no meat in here that I still need. There is, that's why we always check. Beautiful. Off we go. Off to the wild blue yonder. Alright. So while we're waiting, we can set up our cooking apparatus with this and that. That's fine. And we can pop all our raw meat in there. That's cooked flake. And let that just do its thing. We can then eat a sparking soup and a couple fruit salads. And we can start dirt printing. And mistakes will be made, and that's fine, we'll fix it. But to fix it, we should probably get our compactor. Lovely. No, it's only 2, okay. Oh no, it's 3. It's 3. I feel like there's a game in there somewhere too. Yeah, there's a dirt printing race. For sure there is, where you have to match a picture or something, like a pixel picture, by dirt printing to a certain height. And so if you make mistakes, you have to fix it. There's a mini game in there somewhere. Let my stamina come back. And I actually got to find all the tiles to retile this. But once I get the dirt printed, we're actually going to go search for Ted Sully, because sometimes that's quick, sometimes that can take us into late. Do 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 do. Do do. So tomorrow is my normal streaming night, and it's normally when I stream Dinkum. I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. Maybe more Dinkum, but I think it's probably actually gonna be 2 Point Museum. Yeah, beer all the mistakes, especially when you're racing. Oh my gosh. So if that's a game that has any interest in you, come check it out. We're gonna be starting a new museum tomorrow. One I've never done. I think. I don't know what the vote is. I gotta check my channel. But last I looked, it was either the aquarium or the zoo, which is the brand new DLC, which I've not played. Or the aquarium, which I never got far enough to actually play. I only did the first museum and then the haunted hotel. And then I think that's actually when I found Dinkum. You love the zoo, Riley? Okay, well I'm excited. So I have a poll up on my channel. That's so people can pick the next one. And I reached out to their community manager to ask permission to post links on their channel. So we'll see if I can share that stream with the 2 Points people starting tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's get this up. It's a three-way tie again? Oh, people do that on purpose. I'll just roll dice. Or I'll play the one I want to play. We'll see. And I don't know when you unlock the fantasy one, because that's a whole nother expansion that I bought and never played. How are we doing on the cooking? We're getting close. All right, we're in good shape. I didn't leave those tiles here, did I? It'd be really ideal if I did. That would have been a smart thing to do. I did not. Why do I have all these chests here, too? This is too many chests. Too many chests. Too many chests. All right, let's grab that. 2 more passes. Yeah, we're doing fine. We'll be done soon. All right, so you all can decide. Are we going... we're looking for Ted. Do we work our way across the map, down and up? Which way should we go first? One of my first moderators in the Discord moderator tester. Her name is Midnight Aura. If you post interesting on Discord, she may come in. Oh, nice, Riley. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I have to see if 2 Points Abby gives me permission. So we'll see. I think what we'll do is we'll work our way south, because he shows up starting at 3. So let's work our way south, and then we'll go north, and then we'll wiggle all around and hope we find him. So we're listening for a whistle. I'm going to pick up critters while we're doing this that are close. I'm also going to do, because we're low on some things. Any obvious treasure spots? I'm not going to hurt my weapon, though. My favorite way of breaking the chests or the barrels is the scythe. This is normally 2 or 3 hits max. And you break your barrel. This one I think takes 3. Oh, look at that beautiful button board. It took me forever to find the button boards. What were we building? Oh, we actually haven't built it yet because we don't have the cash. It's all waiting over at Franklin's. The button boards to get the auto sorter. I don't have time for you. I do hate leaving this dirt pillar everywhere. I should stop doing that. Let's leave. ruining a perfectly nice beach, you know? Alright, our goal again is to make it down to here. Let's see if we find our good buddy. We'll listen for the whistle. And hopefully make some cash. That's the goal. It's always the goal. Gotta make our money. So again, the rice strategy is going to work out. It's going to make us a good amount of return. It's just going to take 9 days plus a rainy day, or 9 days plus a cloud in a bottle, to basically summon the rainy day. Because that's when we're going to make most bang for our buck, is selling those mottled rice raw. You don't have to cook it, but selling that is going to make us the most money. And if you're just looking for late game money, wait until you have all 3 licenses and get that extra 15%. But even early on, that's something that you can. Well, I guess not early on. I consider Sheila mid game. Mid game, you can, you know, you could have the rice ready for once you get once you have Sheila show up. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and keep it working our way. We're listening for a whistle. At this point, I'm not looking for lights or anything because it's kind of hard to see them anyway. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Honestly, if my weapon wasn't so low, I would kill them and just bring the raw meat. Alright, we made it over to our tree farm. I've never once found him over here, but it's a logical fallacy. I think he won't at some point. We'll make our way up to the mine, I guess. We'll go northern and see if he pops up. So yeah, that's the tree farm. We haven't developed it yet. We're gonna put a little hut in there. We'll decorate it. Try to make it look like a little lumberjack camp or something at some point. Probably use a bunch of the cabin wood or cabin furniture. And then we'll actually replant. I don't really do the tree farm until I have the dirt printer and the compactor because it's so much faster to plant that way. Just throw down a row of seeds and dirt print right over it. Goes so quick. I loves it. We'll also pretend that we actually ever look for rare doggos, so we'll look no rare doggo. Alright, where are we? Kind of making our way. I'd like to get the poodle, because I have a poodle. Any of these guys rare? I don't think so. They all look pretty normal to me. Although I wish the poodle was a black poodle. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Alright, my best find of him ever was I was standing next to the water and he literally just spawned out of the water at 3 p.m. and stood next to me. My worst find of him was the 2 weeks of trying to find him, so 6 nights that he could show up on Dangerous Wish, and never found him once. So yeah, it just depends on how stubborn you want to be. I'm fairly certain he shows up Saturday nights, or Saturdays, and I'm assuming it's 3 p.m. because that's when he showed up on Wednesday, but maybe there's a different time as well, so that's also could be a thing. I think we're getting too close to town now, because he's got to be, what, 300 blocks away from another villager when he spawns. We'll go by the rice farm. Looks like it's all coming together nicely. Fenced in, no scarecrows, seems to be working out. So thank you for that tip, I think it was Riley. Alright, we'll make our way over to this tower, I guess. You're welcome. Thank you. Alright, where are you? I do appreciate that we get the whistle. That is very helpful, to be sure. Because otherwise, it'd be quite annoying, difficult to find him. We're out of food. Hey, go get some, yeah, good luck, get some rest. Have fun back at work. I'll be going shortly too. We may actually just finish once we find him, but we'll see. And hope you have a wonderful week if I don't see you soon. Alright, not over here in any of these little bits. We can make our way up to there, to that one. And we'll kind of circle around inside the middle of our map a little bit more if we need to. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm in a Dinkum mood. How about you? Didn't know their lyrics set, did you? They're not. Alright, let's see here. We'll make our way all the way up to the tower, just in case. Come over this. I don't think I knew about this little grove in here. Is this part of the river? That's part of the river. Yeah, I knew about that. Never mind. I thought it was like a little isolated cove. I was like, ooh. Fun map is fun. Alright, we got some big angry birds up here. Now we gotta bother with them. I'm guessing he wouldn't be near the airport, but that'd be kind of cool if he was. And not seeing him though. So now the glow could also give him away, but the lightning bugs or fireflies are those different? Are they the same thing? I don't know. We grew up calling them fairies. Obviously I haven't been up to this area in a while because there's still an egg or two here that we haven't absconded with. Yeah, I don't really come up to this whole coast at all, as evidenced by all of this ore, which will live for another day. Because we're looking for a mad lad who wants to buy all of the meat. Do you think the paper bag he wears gets like super greasy? Because I'm convinced he eats all the meat, right? It's got to be like just an old Burger King Whopper bag, and just like full of grease. Or maybe it's a very dry bird. What do I know? All right, where are we now? So we're gonna make our way actually back down towards the mine. Gonna cut through this middle part and see if he shows up. Hello, friend. You do come visit, right? Are you fighting? I have caught you fighting the warrior moves some points. Oh man, I just saw someone on my Steam log on and just start playing Rocket League. People still playing Rocket League? That's awesome. That was all the craze for a minute. Alright, let's see here. Hello, Puppo. I need to buy, I want Franklin to sell me a gadget that I can reset, kind of like the measuring tape. And I want it just to tell me where I've been on the map. So that way I can actually do a true grid flight path, not miss anything, and just, you know, reset it each week. And have it tell me where I've been. That's what, like a little overlay on the map. Like a fog of war type such thing, you know. Just... Alright, we'll go down into this area now. If we don't find him soon, we'll call our hunt off. And then we're gonna leave it up to fate to see if we play another day. Because what we'll do is we'll sleep down at that at the crab traps. If we caught a nudie branch, We'll sleep in it. We'll play another day. If we didn't, we'll end the stream immediately. No, I'll still say goodbye. I love the idea. I just pull the plug. I'm like, well, fake rage quit. All right, so I'm not seeing him here. Hello? There are hunters on this island, right? Saturday's a night he comes, or does he come Sunday? Am I running around like a madman and he doesn't even come on Saturdays? I mean, the problem is he doesn't always spawn in the same spot, Jill. It's just so annoying to find him. But now I'm second guessing. Maybe he doesn't come on... Well, we're already close to late. Let me... I gotta go check the good old Firefox here. Ted Selly, Wednesdays, as well as Saturday, after 3 p.m. Saturday. Okay, good. Just had to make sure, because that would have been a thing. We'll go a little bit this way, then we'll make our way back to our fishing village area. So in theory, he could be somewhere. I don't know if he's a guaranteed every Saturday, but in theory, we could hear his whistle any moment. But I'm thinking we're not gonna hear it tonight. So let's go ahead and teleport back to our fishing village. And we'll sleep and we'll see what the fates give us. It'd be really funny if he was just here. Like, wait a minute. There is that little island. I'm just gonna go there. The odds of him being out there are ridiculously low. But I should have just enough time to get out there and back. A lot of crocs over here, man. Oh, I'm not going out to that little island. This is far enough. As it is, I'm gonna have to use my teleport phone to get back because I don't think I can make that flight again. But I don't think we made it to over here, so we'll give this one last bit of hope. Because I need my monies. And at some point, all his meat's gonna go bad, right? I mean, so that's not really a thing. There were enough people watching earlier that were like, what is this game? I don't want to like spit out like false info. The meat doesn't go bad. Yet. Franklin builds you a refrigerator and a deep freezer. All right, I think we're calling it. We did not find him. Hey, Jaden, how's it going? How are you doing this fine evening? All right, so we did not find him. We're gonna call our search there. Let's see what happens though in the morning. I bought a bedroll with me. Go team, go with that. We do need to kind of put some stuff in here, so we're gonna put all our green goods that we picked up in there for now, just so we have some inventory room, and we'll sleep out on the beach. It's such a nice night. All right, survey says, will we get lucky? If there is a nudie branch in the crab pots, we'll stream another day. If not, we're gonna call the stream there. Last chance, survey says... I didn't know you can get searing shells. That means that's where we're gonna call the stream. But we'll be back again tomorrow is Monday. Yeah, tomorrow. Again, I'm gonna I'll make a late game day decision. It's either gonna be more Dinkum, so if you enjoyed this game, come on back, or it could be 2 Points Museum, which we started streaming a few days ago. So if you are interested in seeing that coming back, either way, I hope to see you again. If you haven't liked and subscribed and all the normal YouTube stuff, please do. I greatly appreciate it. It does help out the channel and all that jazz. At some point, I'll get a counter up. We're gonna have we have a goal for the year to try to hit 3,000 subs, I think. Maybe we'll start with 2,500 before we get that ambitious, but you know, shoot big, right? So yeah, so thank you so much for being here, everybody. I hope you had a good time. I love chatting with y'all, and we'll catch y'all next time. Have a wonderful evening, a great week, and hopefully see you tomorrow. And if it helps, let's see, it's 10 p.m. now, so I'll probably start around 7 p.m. my time. So wherever you are in the world, 3 hours earlier from right now, tomorrow, for another stream. See y'all later. Have a great night. Bye, everybody.